Okay, then, so now what we need to do is, all we have to do is to get our own products over here, and we need to send it to our checkout session. So let's create const data is equals, I'm going to say user object. We need to get the user object because we need to know which user plays that object. User, then we're going to send the cart completely, cart. Then we need to have the total as well, get the total, and we'll send the total as well. So this is the data that we're going to send, and right after here I'm going to send our data over here. So data, save changes. So this data will now processed to the to our backend, to our backend over here. Where is that? Product chases over here. So now let's go to the product.js. Now what I need to do is, all I have to do is to get this we need to get this line items. This is the line items, right? Let's cut this line items from here. Okay, so let's cut that line items from the deleted. So otherwise let's just cut that line items. What we're gonna do is, I'm going to create inside that router itself over here, I'm going to create const. We're going to create our own line items, line underscore items. Let me do control Z. Let me copy this object, make sure that object is exactly the same. So const your own line items is equals request, from the request dot body dot, we are sending the object in the name as, how, in the name as data. We are sending the object in the name as data. Inside the name we have the cart. Okay, inside the cart what we have, if you go back to the, go back over there, inside the cart only, still it's loading. Here inside the cart only we have all the items and everything. So what we need to do is, we need to say request.body.data dot, okay, we need to send, we need to set the we need to get the cart data dot cart. Then inside the cart, then we need to map those details. Map, we need to get the one by one item. Then we need to open a function. Then we need to return an object. So what are the things that you need to return? So here I'm just going to say price data. So let's copy this completely from here, quantity and everything. Let's copy this. So price data, currency is going to be INR, and product data name, what is the name is going to be? Name is going to be item dot, name is going to be item dot what is that item name, product cart, and get that product name, paste it here. Then we need to send the images, it should be small lowercase, then send it as an array, item dot image URL, but there is a problem with the Stripe. You can see our image URL is too big, it's having more than 500 characters. When you're trying to send this image URL to your Stripe in a metadata, Stripe metadata doesn't allow you to have more than 500 characters, right? So we need to fix this issue only if you're deploying your Firebase Cloud Function, and you need to use the URL shorten extension to shorten your URL. Then only you can integrate it with the Stripe metadata. Okay, otherwise you can't send more than one items to your Stripe. It will not allow you to send it because this Firebase URL is too big. See, it's more than 500 characters. All right, so I'll show you what exact issue I'm talking about. Then metadata, we have the metadata object. Inside this metadata object, currently we are just going to send the ID as item dot product ID. We need to send the product ID, copy it over here. So if you want to learn about this custom line items and everything, search here for line items. If you search for line items, that will gives you the line items. Like we can see, otherwise existing customers, show over here product and prices, otherwise Stripe checkout. Inside the Stripe checkout, you can see there are different Stripe checkout options, like adding discount, adding shipping, and collect taxes. And yeah, if you scroll down, you can see all the informations. Just go through this documentation, right? So pre-fill customer data, like otherwise create your products upfront. You can have your own products over here. See, just like this, how to create your own products from here. And there are lots of options over here. It's completely given. Just you need to go through this documentation completely. You need to go through this documentation, each and every thing one by one. Take your time and go through this documentation. And then I'm just going to give the metadata information over here, and the unit amount is going to be item dot product price. Where is that product price? This is the product price. We're going to give that product price over here, copy that product price, and we're going to multiply it star 100. Okay, so if you want to, if it is if you want to multiply, if it is a decimal unit, if it is coming decimal unit, you can multiply it by 100 and all those things. So otherwise, if you want to keep that unit price exactly as it is, so you don't need to multiply it. Okay, in this case I'm just going to multiply it by 100, and the quantity it's going to be item dot quantity. Okay, so this is our line item. Make sure name, images, metadata, id, product id, unit amount, quantity, everything is exactly as supposed to be same. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to replace this line items with our line items. Okay, we need to replace this with our line items. So just send our line items over here, and the mode of payment is going to be same, success URL, everything is same. And next what we need to do is save the changes. Let's get back here, let's go to the cart, and now if I click checkout, that should navigate the user to that Stripe checkout session, and here you should be able to see your own products over here. Look at that, we have our own products, but now we can't see the shipping details. So let's go here and let's see how to add the shipping details. Add shipping, click here, and if you scroll down, you can see how you can add your shipping address and all those things. All right, so scroll down and go through, see, customize it, all your shipping address informations, how fast you can deliver it, in hours or in days, or all those informations, everything is there. Okay, so you can check all those informations over here. All right, in this case I'm just going to give the shipping address which I already have in my hand. So right after this, above this line items, you need to paste it. Save the changes, and now let's get back over here. Let's go to the cart item, let's click this one more time, that will takes you to that. And now you can see shipping hours, free shipping, 2 to 4 hours free. Sorry, totally sorry. And here we have that email address and the number and the field and the billing address, everything is over there. Now let's fill some dummy informations. Give the name, address, address line, pin code, and the state, and let's give a random number, and let's give 4242424242. That's a dummy card information, and give some dummy CV information, and click pay. So if the process of the payment is processing, it's showing something. Okay, authentication is completed, and now see the payment is successful, and it's redirecting the user to the home page. Now if you go to your API and if you go to the payments option, your Stripe checkout, and you can see the payment is successful. So we successfully made that payment. So now what we need to do is, all we have to do is to, once the payment is successfully done, we need to store this payment order in our own database. Then we need to clear all the cart items. So that, for that we need to use this, webhooks. We need to use this webhooks to do all those things. So that's what we're gonna do next.